Hi everyone, and welcome to Kalium. In this video, we're going to talk about the header, one of the most important parts of your website. A well-crafted header not only sets the visual tone for your site, but also plays a crucial role in navigation and user experience. To begin customizing your header, navigate to the Customize option in the top admin bar, and then select Header. Here, you'll find a lot of options that allow you to customize the header style and functionality. We'll walk through these options one by one. As you can see, there are 5 layout types. We'll explore these in detail later in the video, but for now, we'll leave it as it is and continue with the standard type. Next, if you scroll down, you'll find essential header settings like sticky header, top bar, and other header options. For now, let's jump into the Style tab and explore how to manage the header style. Here in the Style tab, you can customize the header container. You have options to select the background from predefined color palettes or create a custom background using the color picker. Next is the border. You can customize the border for all 4 sides, top, right, bottom, and left, or link them together to change the size, color, and style uniformly. For this example, we'll leave it as it is with a 1-pixel solid border at the bottom. Padding allows you to adjust the space inside the header. You can link the top and bottom padding so that changes apply to both, or unlink them to set different values for each. Margin bottom manages the space between the header and the page content below. You can set a specific size to ensure a clear separation between the header and the main content. Now, let's look at the menu styling. These settings apply specifically to the menu and its items. You can customize the link colors for the normal, hover, and active states. Moving on to the hamburger menu styling. This is the menu trigger, often represented by 3 lines. We'll discuss this in more detail later. You can set the text color for any non-linked text in the menu. Additionally, the menu item spacing option lets you adjust the gap between menu items, which you can see live in action as it widens or narrows the spacing. Now, let's turn on the hamburger menu. Head over to the General tab and toggle it on. Then, go back to the Style tab and scroll down to Hamburger Menu Styling. As you adjust the colors, you'll see the changes reflected live in the preview. Next up is pill navigation. This feature transforms your menu items into a pill-shaped style, offering additional customization options. It's a great feature if you're looking to add a modern touch to your menu. You can set the background color for the pills in their normal, hover, and active states. The color option allows you to customize the text color for each of these states: normal, hover, and active. Padding manages the inner spacing between the text and the pill's edges. You can set a custom padding for each side or apply the same value to all sides. The border radius controls the roundness of the pill corners, allowing you to achieve the perfect look for your design. Submenu can be styled independently from the menu style. There are several styling options available here. You can set a background color for the submenu, as well as the link color for normal, hover, and active states. Border options include color, style, and width, with the ability to unlink and manage each side separately. Padding controls the inner spacing between the submenu content and its edges. You can also set a border radius to adjust the corner roundness and add a shadow to the entire submenu element for a more dynamic look. Since we've covered a lot about the menu, let's talk about setting a logo for the header. To do this, return to the Customizer settings and navigate to Styling. Then click on Brand. Here you'll find all the branding options. First, let's try the Site Logo option. It's currently turned on, so if you don't want to use a logo, you can turn it off and instead use text by setting the site title. You can also add a tagline to accompany the title. If you decide to use a logo, simply turn the switch back on. In our case, we already have a logo uploaded, but you can easily upload your own in the field provided below. The logo width setting allows you to adjust the logo's width, and it's a responsive option, meaning you can set different widths for different devices. Let's see it in action. In the site icon area, you can upload your own site icon, also known as a favicon, or choose one from the media library. Lastly, the tab color is a feature primarily for mobile devices, where certain browsers allow colorized tabs, so this setting will be applied only in those specific browsers. Now, let's try out other header layouts. We'll check the full screen layout, which opens a full screen menu when the hamburger icon is clicked. The options for the full screen menu will appear below when this layout is selected. These options include settings for content alignment and the search field, which you can turn on or off. Let's turn off the search field and see how it hides from the full screen menu. Content alignment has 3 options. By default, it's set to left. Let's switch it to centered so that the menu items are centered. The last option is horizontal, horizontally centered. Let's see how that looks. For now, we'll leave it with the centered option. Let's have a look at the Style tab now. New styling options have appeared since we've selected the full screen layout. These options are straightforward, allowing you to set the link color for normal, hover, and active states. Then you have the text color option, where you can set the color for plain text. Another very useful option is the custom background toggle. Once turned on, it becomes a section you can click on to access further options. The custom background options include setting a different color from the default one. Or you can upload your own image. For the image, you have options to align its position, repeat it, and choose its size, such as cover, container, or even setting a custom size for the image. The off-canvas side layout is another header layout that, when toggled, will open an off-canvas header to any side of the screen. As you can see, the options have appeared once we've selected this layout. You can choose the menu you want to use when it is opened. There are also widgets available for this type of layout. Turn them on if you want them to show below the menu. The Manage Widgets option will link you to the Widgets area where you can add or remove widgets. The Alignment option lets you decide on which side you want the header to open, on the right or the left. Let's see it live. Now that we've checked the general options, let's explore the style settings this layout has to offer. Head to the Style tab and scroll down to Off-Canvas side to see the options. You can choose the overlay color, select a pre-selected color, or choose your own. Then set a background color for the off-canvas header. Lastly, you have the links and text color options, just like in other types of headers. Now that we've seen the off-canvas side type, let's check another off-canvas header, but this time it is the off-canvas top layout. Let's select it to see the options it has. As you can see, the options are pretty much the same as the one we tried before this one. You can select the menu you want to use and also set how many items per row you want to show. It also has the options to show or hide widgets. Choose the number of columns for widgets and set the container width for them. The Force Include option, which is for more advanced users, will add an option to show the layout even if it is not selected, but using a CSS class, it will be opened. Navigate to the Style tab for further styling options. Scroll down and see that it has the option to set a background color, link color, and text color, just like in the other header types. We've covered all the static header layouts, so now let's explore the custom layout. When selected, this layout reveals an option to build your own custom header. Click on the Header Builder option to start creating a custom header. In the Custom Header section, you'll see two tabs, Builder and Templates. The Builder tab allows you to create a custom header from scratch by adding elements, while the Templates tab provides predefined templates that you can choose from. Let's focus on the Builder tab to design your custom header. You'll find 3 areas where you can add content: left content, right content, and bottom content. To add an element to any of these areas, simply click the Add button and choose from the list of available elements. Once an element is added, you can drag it within the content area or reposition it outside of the area. Each element in the custom header offers options similar to those in the static header settings, allowing for a tailored and flexible header design. Having covered the layouts and styling options, let's move on to the header settings to check additional features. The first setting is the sticky header. When activated, it will keep the header fixed at the top of the page while scrolling down your site. For the sticky header, there are specific options available. You have the choice to use a custom logo exclusively for the sticky header, though we'll leave this option unchanged for now. Additionally, you can adjust the logo width if you prefer a different size for the sticky version. The auto hide feature will hide the sticky header while scrolling downward and reveal it when scrolling back up. This functionality prevents the header from being constantly visible and helps maintain a cleaner appearance. In the animation settings, different animation types for the sticky header are available. You can also set the duration for the animation. Let's choose 1 second to observe its effect. Animation features allow the sticky header's styling to change as you scroll. For example, if you've modified the padding, this adjustment will be animated as you scroll. Enabling smooth transition will provide a more fluid animation effect. The initial offset setting defines the scroll position at which the sticky header's animation begins. This value can be adjusted to control when the animation starts. Within responsive options, you can specify which devices will display the sticky header. For instance, you can hide it on desktop devices while keeping it visible on other devices. The preview will reflect that it is hidden on desktop. The Style tab offers the same customization options as the default header. If a different style for the sticky header is desired, you can set the background, bottom border, shadow, padding, and adjust colors for links and text here. The top bar is a fantastic feature that allows you to add extra information and elements to the header, positioned above the main header. Let's activate it. As you can see, the top bar is now visible. To explore its options, click on it and navigate to the top bar section. In the General tab, you'll find the left content area, which includes elements like My Account and Search field in this example. The right content area features social icons and a Join Now button. The responsive options determine on which devices the top bar will be visible. In this case, it's set to display only on desktops, as reflected in the device selection list. Under the Style tab, you can customize the appearance of the top bar. You can select the background color for the top bar, adjust the bottom border color, and choose the separator color. Additionally, you can set link colors for normal, hover, and active states, as well as the text color for plain text. Returning to the General tab, you can further personalize the top bar by adding a date and time element to the left area and then moving it to the right area to see the changes. Elements can be added, removed, or repositioned between the content areas. We'll remove the elements once more to return to the default setup. The full-width container option will cause the header to stretch to the edges of the browser, while keeping the content centered. Let's reduce the browser window size to see it in action. The transparent header option is great for removing the background from the header, making it transparent. This is particularly useful on pages with images. Let's see it live in action. Additional settings include options for the sub-menu arrow. Make sure you have a sub-menu in your menu, then activate this feature to preview the effect. An arrow caret will appear beside the menu item that has a submenu. Hamburger icon label feature allows you to add a label next to the hamburger menu. First, enable the hamburger menu to use this option. With the hamburger menu and its label activated, click on it to access the settings. The display text option lets you set the text shown when the menu is closed. For example, you might use Open here. The close text is displayed when the menu is open. We'll leave this unchanged for now. The icon toggle controls whether the hamburger icon is visible or hidden, allowing you to use only the text label to open or close the menu. Finally, the icon alignment setting determines whether the icon appears to the left or right of the label. The search option adds a search button or search bar to the right side of the header. Activate it, then click on it to access additional settings. The Animate Search icon toggle controls the appearance. When off, a search input will be displayed. When on, only the search icon button will appear. Clicking the search icon will reveal the input field, with two animation types available: Shift and Scale. If you're using WooCommerce, you'll find the Cart option available. Enabling this feature will display a mini cart next to the menu in your header. To configure this, turn the option on and then click to access more settings. You can choose from different icons like a shopping bag, cart, or basket, or opt for text instead by using None. You can also add a title such as My Cart. The Hide from Empty setting ensures the cart only appears when there are items in it, making it invisible when empty and showing up when products are added. You can also enable a counter badge to display the number of items currently in the cart. In the Click Action settings, decide if clicking the cart icon should redirect users to the cart page or open the mini cart. Lastly, you can choose whether the mini cart displays when clicked or hovered over. If your site is multilingual and uses the WPML plugin, you'll find an option for a language switcher. This feature allows visitors to select between different languages available on your site. At the moment, it's disabled because our site isn't multilingual and we're not using WPML. The mobile menu has its own dedicated section for customization. Let's dive into this area by clicking on it to explore the available options. Once inside the mobile menu section, you can preview the menu by clicking the menu trigger. This section is divided into two content areas: main content and footer content. To adjust the alignment of items within these areas, click the three-dot icon at the top right of the content block. For menu options, you can select the type of menu you prefer, either a slide menu or a full screen menu. If you choose the slide menu, you can specify the direction, left or right, in which it will slide. Additionally, you can decide whether to display a close button with options including none, left, or right. There is also a breakpoint option, allowing you to set the screen width at which the mobile menu will become visible. In the Style tab, you'll find a range of styling options tailored to the type of mobile menu you've selected. You can customize the overlay background color, content background color, link colors, text color, and the color of the close button. You can also adjust the maximum width of the content for side menus, set the desired gap between menu items by dragging the item spacing option, and control the level of overlay blur. Finally, you have the option to set padding for the menu. We've covered everything you need to know about header settings. For any additional questions or support, head over to our support center or check Kalium documentation. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos for more insights on how to set up Kalium.